Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space. I hope you enjoy. Story number 1. Hammer is a Verb, written by Dragonson04. The human mining colony in that asteroid fell easily. Almost too easily. Our overwhelming number of ships quickly destroyed their token security ships, though it took more power than it was expected to bring those down. Humans certainly built ships to last. It wasn't enough, however. We took the colony, the mine, and all of the people inside of a day. The 2,050 humans who remained, including all mates and offspring of the miners, surrendered without much trouble.
You now work for us, rather than your government or homeworld, or anyone you have previously sworn to work for. 100% of what you pull out of this rock belongs to the Grand Fleet. Ticks. You will be disarmed of your projectile weapons, no matter if they are laser, plasma, or physical slug throwers, and I know you humans are fond of blades, so they're all outlawed as well. All weapons are banned, starting immediately,
I shouted. Knowing what I know of humans, I was surprised they agreed to those terms. We landed and, with our new workers' aid, we set up a base of operations, a communication and command post to oversee the mining and processing of the titanium ore being pulled out. Luckily, the humans already had such a structure, and all we needed was to add our own communications equipment. It wasn't even 2 microcycles, what the humans referred to as an hour later, that the first incident occurred. Every single human witness to the event said that it was an accident, that the ITEC soldier shouldn't have been standing under the scaffolding while it had humans working on repairing some of the pipes behind a wall. That monkey wrench tragically fell and crushed the ITEC's head. The wrench in question was nearly as tall as a human, the size that told whatever pipe it was being used at, I'm not asking nicely. From then on, it was constant bombardment of incident reports, every last one an accident. A ship exploded and caused a fire and took out our fuel storage, and the 17 ships in the immediate area. 5 more crushed heads or limbs and the various tools being accidentally dropped. These tools ranging from ignited plasma cutters used to cut into rock to 20-pound sledgehammers. And all of that was before the workday ended on the first day of occupation. So I enacted a new policy. All tools that could possibly hurt anyone must be checked out and checked in with security officer. All tools must be properly secured in the work areas. All tools will be kept locked up in the non-work hours. Didn't even take a single microcycle before the next incident. An ITEX walking on a high walkway fell, and was impaled 4 times on an exposed rebar. No one saw anything, or at least admitted to seeing anything. Then a damaged section of pipe, large enough to let a human crawl through, and with a fresh red-hot edge from being newly cut away, crushed 3 ITEX patrol groups.
Now that's the leader of the humans will report this instant to the command center,
I screamed through the intercom system. As if it had been waiting for that order, he stepped into the room before I'd put the mouthpiece down. Can I help you? He asked with a small smile. He was a large human, lean and muscled, as befits a miner. You could tell that he was spent his entire career breaking rocks.
What is the meaning of this? We take this place and you surrender. We strip you of all weapons, both energy and physical. We try to get things set up and get all moving. And now I'm down 10 soldiers, 18 ships and our entire fuel supply. And it isn't even the second day of occupation.
A mine is a dangerous place, Commander. Accidents happen all the time, the human said, with a shrug of his shoulders.
I've been absolutely flooded with accident reports. Based on what I've learned, this particular mine is one of the safest in the quadrant. No accident reports in the last 5 of your years. And the accidents that was reported 6 of your years ago was a slight abrasion to an extremity, treated with a dab of rubbing alcohol and a small bandage. How is it that we are now the recipients of so many so quickly?
You want to know something, Commander? The truth? The human asked.
The truth would be most refreshing, human, I said.
The truth is, we don't want you here. Earth doesn't want you here. It's our duty to sabotage you in any way that we can think of. Delay and distract you to the utmost. You will either leave to preserve your fossils, or you'll be distracted for long enough for a rescue fleet from Earth to arrive. And such a fleet is already on its way, and yes, you did take our traditional weapons, so we have to go non-traditional. Maybe a bit ancient in some ways.
What do you mean?
I grew nervous as the humans started to smile at me. There was something virile about that grin. You obviously don't know much about humans, so I'll let you in on a bit of a secret. The only way to fully disarm a human is to literally cut off all of our limbs. Because anything that comes to hand, anything that we can pick up, swing with enough force, anything that has a decent bit of weight to it that we can throw as a weapon. If you take all of that away, we have our arms and legs that we can use as weapons. If you cut off our limbs, then we'd be useless. The human pulled out a small hammer from a large pocket in his clothing. I have a personal saying, hammer is a verb, not a tool. The human swung the hammer at my cranium. I felt and heard a loud crack as the world began to fade into blackness. The human grabbed the mouthpiece, set to the intercom and shouted, "Operation Pointy Stick is a go!" End of story. Story number 2. Get One Today, written by H.S. Kantic. Are you tired of the cold loneliness of space? Get yourself a human. They are warm and hemothermic species, and they love cuddles. Humans are the latest addition to your uplifting exchange program, incredibly curious. They will love travel in space with you. Please report to Annex 3, 4, and 5 for the necessary measures on how to handle said curiosity and prevent a human triggering a catastrophic event by touching what they should not. Humans are also smart and are very good learners. They can help you manning the ship after a few lessons, providing a nice support in their travel across the universe. Do not let a human pilot the ship unsupervised. Do not let the human handle any weaponry unsupervised. Do not let a human approach a main reactor unsupervised. Do not let a human convince you to do something that would improve the existing part of the ship with an argument that it would be cooler or more fun. Humans are omnivorous and can sustain themselves with a great variety of foods, saving you a great deal by giving him local food anywhere you go. Humans still require a complete diet with essential nutrients. Please report to Annex 6 with a complete list. If the list isn't met, the human might start eating other things on your ship or your cargo. Please report to Annex 7 224 for non-exhaustive list of things humans will find edible. Humans are social creatures and will develop a life-lasting bond with other beings, turning him into a great friend or even family member, if you have one member. Be aware that a human will develop a bond whether you want it or not, better with you than something else. Do not let a human develop a bond with the AI. Do not let a human develop a bond with the exotic creature that you come across on your journey. Please report to Annex 12 through 56 for a non-exhaustive list of things humans might try to bond with. Report to Annex 57 to know how to handle a situation where a human used the term murder kitten, danger noodle, or good boy. Humans can be fierce when it comes to protect their friends/family. They'll give any pirates, reavers, and other raiders a great trouble finding their way inside your ship. No harm will come to you or your family while they stand. You might need to consult a PTSD psychiatrist after witnessing a human in battle. Please report to Annex 2 for the list of our specialists on the subject. Humans are the greatest companion this cold and empty universe has to offer, so do not waste another cycle. Come to Earth and get one today! Please report to Annex 1 before getting a human to learn about pancake and waffle. Those are not the same as the recipe in Annex 11. End of story. I would quickly like to thank the T5 channel members and Patreons. Casper Arnholtz, Cam Maxwell, Lord Azrakal, It's Difficult to Pronounce, Dragzoon WRE, Holly's Sister, Arcadian. Thank you very much.